On today's video, as the second batch of Heroic Anthem is upon us, this video is for you all to know exactly what is coming, what we've learned in the past 4 weeks, and what you should know in order to not waste items in game, in order to know where to make your investments, at what time, and everything and anything we've learned from Pre-kvk, defogging the map, crystals, crystal packs, crystal researches, Bastions, Barbarians, rewards, and so much more. We're gonna make it all in an abridged version so you all know exactly what to expect. So sit back, smash a like on the video, and of course, let's go. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. As I mentioned in the intro, we're gonna go through a bunch of topics on Heroic Anthem very quickly. This is not a very detailed video, it's more of an overview on what you should be expecting, and there is a playlist in the channel down below that is everything we've learned in here in a more detailed fashion. Before we start though, I'm a sponsored content creator. So if you're listening to the content, don't forget to slap a like on this video, and of course subscribe to the channel, and let's go. So, first and foremost, let's start with Pre-kvk. Pre-kvk is an event, in my opinion, that shouldn't exist in Rise of Kingdoms. I don't think it's worth doing Pre-kvk. I don't think Marauders are worth it. Maybe if you're doing it on a farm account to pick up more speed ups and resources for that farm account, I guess. Main accounts, I don't think Marauders are that much worth it. A lot of people think they are. A lot of people do Marauders. Folks who have AP to spare do Marauders. But if you're someone that wants to win skins, that wants to get more rewards, in my opinion, from Barbarians rather than from Marauders, and wants to potentially get, you know, extra rewards out of events, I think that Pre-kvk is worth skipping, even with the 1.2 million gems that first place gets, crystals that first place gets. I wish it was gems. 1.2 million crystals are really not worth the effort. My opinion, skip Pre-kvk. You have nothing to gain out of it. 3% damage is really not worth it. With that being said, the first topic and the most important one in the beginning of Heroic Anthem is defogging the map. As soon as you land on the map, everything is fogged. And there's going to be a little bit of time until your alliance sets up a fortress, a flag, and starts doing its thing. You got to start hit the ground running because you're going to want to defog the map as quickly as possible. The way you know how much of the map you defogged is by clicking on the scout camp and on here where it says fog exploration completed. It will say a percentage of how much you've completed. And for you to get the rewards out of the new Crusader achievement, which is a map clearing achievement, you got to clear 100,000 tiles. You're going to need to clear 68% of the map. And you're really going to want to clear the initial zone you're in as quickly as possible so you can do things. Thankfully, when your alliance mates teleport in, they help you defog a little bit, and there's many strategies to defogging. Bottom line, to get this 68% of the defog, go, hit the ground running and do it. While you're doing that comes our next point, and that is the crystals. Crystals can be obtained in multiple ways. You can get them from Crystal Mine, which is the main place, quote unquote. You can get it out of Bastion quests, which I'll explain what they are in a little bit in this video. You can get them from killing Kahar, which we have a full video about it in the playlist that I mentioned below. And that's pretty much how you can get crystals. Of course, you can buy the bundles and get more crystals out of them. Who needs crystals? That's the question. If you're a free-to-play player, crystals are essentially meant for researches. You're using crystals to upgrade Crystal Mine and doing researches. If you're a free-to-play player who doesn't really have speed-ups to spare, building and research speed-ups to push researches, I wouldn't bother with crystals. Just get your crystals naturally, do the quests, do the Kahars, level this up as much as I would say probably level 15 of the building, give or take. Because as you can see, I've been accruing a really big amount of crystals, and I haven't been speeding that many researches lately, and it's just piling on. So making it to level 25 is nice if you're going to be speeding up some researches and you want some extra crystals. But the matter of the fact is, you're going to create 250,000 crystals in 14 hours. For the record, all of Pre-kvk gives you 1.2 mil, so in less than 3 days, you've already gotten, perhaps 4 days, you've gotten more than that. So is it worth it for you to level this building up? I don't think so. I think that you can get away with like level 10, 15, something like that, just to get those crystals, to keep doing the researches. But the bottom line is, the more you go to, ooh, we got ancient ruins. Thank God I'm there. The more you are going to use speed ups, the more crystals you're going to need essentially. And that is the bottom line of all of this. both crystal researches and crystal mine, you're going to want to level up based on the consumption that you're going to have worth of speed ups. Now, if you're a big whale, if you're a spender, if you're someone who has a ton of speed ups and you don't care to spend the 2-3 full bundles worth of research of gems, you don't even need crystals. You don't even need this building. You have crystal giving packs out the wazoo, which reset every single day, that you can get yourself. It's called a Conqueror's Will. You're gonna get a ton of speed ups a ton of crystals out of it. If you want to know what's in it, in the description down below in the playlist, you'll have all of that information. You can just buy the crystals and get this building leveled up to as far as it needs to be and push the researches, and that's it. This is just passive income of crystals, but if you're gonna just fly through the researches in the first like week or so of the event, so you're ready for the first fight, then there's no point for this building afterwards. There's no use for crystals afterwards. So just an FYI. Bottom line, the more free to play you are, the least you need crystals. The more you're getting towards that middle area where you're gonna speed some researches, you might need more crystals. And the more you go towards the crazy spender, you're gonna just spend for crystals. And so this building is pointless. So crystal mine, that's one of those that you should keep an eye on, regardless. If you can, build it up. Just an FYI, if you're building a building, you can't research and you can work crystals, just so you know. As you can see, since we're level 25, that's why we can't level it up. Anyway, our next point are building researches, the researches and the building in general, okay? Again, you're gonna need to level it up based on the researches that you're doing. My current situation is this right here. I will update the spreadsheet with all the costs of researches, buildings, and all that later tonight. So by the time this video is out, it's not updated yet. By tomorrow's stream, 5 p.m. UTC, all the data will be available in our Discord down below. You'll find the spreadsheet with all the data. There's also a lot more data available out there that we're gonna concentrate in our Discord for you guys so you can have all the information. But in terms of war researches, this is as far as I've gotten so far. And this is as far as I've gotten in the fundamental tech. I've spent some speed ups to speed this up, but I'm not a full research account yet. So I don't want to spend my speed ups on something that will go away at the end of the event. In case you don't know, everything you do in these buildings, from building them up and researching them up, at the end of the event goes away. So if you're gonna use speed ups, you gotta make sure that those are disposable speed ups. And for me, they're not disposable speed ups. I need the research speed ups to potentially speed up my T5s. So I would say that you should be aware of exactly how much you want to spend based on the data that it will give you and how much you have available. And from there, just build as you need. Personally, I think that treaties is a very important one. You're going to get much more crystals out of Bastion quests, which is good for free-to-play players and low spenders. That's why I went here first. You're really going to want to have some more AP recovery, 35% quicker, military training for more action points. You're going to get to do a little bit of extra increased troop gathering speed on the map, which is very, very nice. Decrease the cost of crystals for researches, which is also important. So there is no unimportant research. It just depends on which direction you want to go. Do you want to make your later researches cheaper? Then you want to start from this side and get a little bit of grinding going on so you get more crystals every single time. And when you get to this point and you start getting to the 2s and it starts getting a little expensive, you stop there. If you really don't, there is no one good way. There's no one good path to go with the researches. Personally, I think that if you're a war rally leader, someone who needs to get those rallies going, you're really going to want to focus on this tree, get these out of the way. A bunch of these have weird requirements. You got to get this to level 5 so you can unlock this one, but to get this to level 5, you now have to go all the way to the back to get this, and to get that, you got to get this, and you get my point. You can't just skip forward. I'm going to have to do these damn siege researches so I can just continue with infantry researches, and I'm doing infantry even though I'm a cavalry player, because I want this. I want to do more damage to barbs. One important thing to know is that the more you do these researches, the better you'll do in general in the event. You have here researches that further increase damage dealt to barbarians and further increase the damage taken, reduces the damage taken from barbarians. So once you get these at a pretty high level and you get these at a pretty high level, you're going to start doing a lot more damage to barbarians and forts and things like that. So again, the researches, it's all up to your consumption. You're going to have to assess how much you want to put into it and then work a plan based on what's better for you, what you plan to do in this heroic anthem. Our next point are barbarians, curiously enough. Barbarians suck. They give nice resources and a decent amount of speed ups, but no gems. I wouldn't spend AP on this event at all to do if you want rewards from barbarians. If you want to get rewards from the shop, then you're in a little bit of a pickle because the top 20 in honor are going to be able to get themselves, we're already at 280, are going to get themselves an extra coin worth of the conquest coins. And so to an extent, if you want to get these, the most rewards, you're going to have to spend AP on barbarians. But on the other hand, it's really not worth it in terms of the other things that you get back. The crystal, the gems went down a good amount. The speed ups are okay. The resources are okay. And the tomes of knowledge are whatever. So again, I personally wouldn't touch barbarians until you start doing your researches a little bit. Skip all the way to the 51 and aboves, and then just go ham. Work your researches so you can do barbarians. But be aware, they are much harder to kill. Much harder to kill. They're going to take a lot of time and energy. They give you a little bit more honor, but less rewards. The final thing you should know is what bastions are and how support skills work and all that good stuff. Now, again, I've explained everything in much more detail in the playlist down below in a bunch of different videos. Go check those out. I'd appreciate if you dropped a like on those as well if they help you. Bastions are essentially buildings that are spread all around the map, which belong to a certain commander, which, by the way, those commanders change. What you see here is not going to be the same in every heroic anthem. And each one of these commanders will have an opportunity for you to take quests from them and level them up and gain favors. If you go take a look at this quick bastion right here, this is Baybars, and Baybars now wants me to earn 50 points by defeating barbarians, and this is how many points you get for the barbs. So if I were to accept this, all I got to do is within 15 hours finish this quest, and these are the rewards that you will get out of it. Now, why do you want to level up bastions? You want to level up bastions because they are going to help you further increase the amount of crystal mine work speed. That's how I have 123%. And at level 6, it also unlocks a support skill. Support skills are skills that you can add into any commander, up to 2 support skills, and you want to essentially unlock them. Ooh, we have one more unlockable. Bam! We just unlocked Ethelflaeds. So now we are at about 6 out of 14 unlocked. There is one catch that you should know. The support skills are based on the commander's actual skill, and it's based on your commander's level. So for example, my poor Constantine's skill is at no level whatsoever because I don't have this unlocked. So even if I unlock the support skill, it won't help because it's not going to be a level 5 skill like these ones that you see right here. So these are the skills that I have available at level 5, ready to rock and roll. And these ones, Elcid I should have. I don't know why this doesn't show up at 5. But some of these are not available for me. And even if I unlock them, they'll be useless. Support skills are used on any kind of march. You can essentially take any march you want, put it out on the field, and add extra skills in order to make it a bit stronger. So if you go take a quick peek as everything lags out of its mind, you can see right down here the ability to add 2 of the support skills. Spoiler alert, once you've added a certain skill, you cannot add it to a different march. Bastions are very problematic. There are achievements that have to do with bastions, so you're going to want to unlock. First of all, you're going to want to do quests by bastions. If I'm not mistaken, there is one of these. We'll find it. Complete quests by bastions. There's an actual tier of achievements that you got to do to get those rewards. And there's also unlock support skills all the way to 14. So you really want to try to unlock them all if you can. But here is where the catch starts. There are 2 quests that are killer quests. First and foremost, you cannot stack quests, nor you can cancel quests. Once you started it, you either finish it or wait the 15 hours worth of cooldown, which sucks. You have 15 total quests you can do every single day. And the bottom line is they don't stack. Yeah, they don't stack. So for example, if you have to earn 140,000 points from training troops here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, yeah, that's how stuck I am right now. This is 7,000 T5s. So in theory, to do all of these quests, I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times 7, 49,000. 49? Huh, 40, I'm not crazy. Am I crazy? 49,000. Now I'm stuck on that. 14, 42. Yeah, 49. Why am I doubting myself? 49,000 T5s to finish these quests is just nuts. It's nuts. It's a ton of time. It's very expensive. My personal recommendation is do as many of these as you can that don't include this. And then once you're stuck, right? I am not going beyond level 6 now because I want to unlock Bastions. However, if you're stuck, you're better off doing some favors, doing some of these than not doing any at all, right? I got stuck. Like, there's another one of these that is very, very annoying. This one right here also requires 7,000 T5s. It's essentially the same quest, just in other words. And it's going to be expensive. There's no way to avoid it. Eventually, you'll get yourself locked up and you're going to have to do one of these. Personally, I always cater towards getting to level 6 first, and then I give a second priority to those that are level 6, and if I have quests available and I'm not going to train troops today, then that's that. This is another reason why Pre-kvk is not worth it, because you're going to spend all your research, your training speed-ups, or a lot of training speed-ups on Pre-kvk for 3%, and not on these to get crystals, Kahar, bone whistles, and all that. Makes no sense. Bastions, unfortunately, are going to require of your coalition to have a flag next to them. The coalition needs to have it. So it's going to take some time until you unlock enough of these so that you can start playing with the quests. Unfortunately, in the beginning, you'll have maybe 1 or 2 of these available, and you'll have no choice but to go through the pain of training those troops. It sucks. It's a really, really annoying thing, but at the same time, when you hit the other quests, which are kill Kahars, hunt Barbarians, donate resources, donate materials, equipment materials, gather, do forts, all of these things, that becomes a little bit nicer, gives you more things to do. But just be aware, Bastions are ridiculously expensive. A lot of other things have changed in this kvk. But this video is already a bit long in my opinion, so I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to tell you to go down below to the playlist in this channel that is called Heroic Anthem, and it's divided into these sections, videos specific about every single one of these subjects with all the details you need to know. And if there's anything that you don't see in the playlist, that you have questions about, comments, anything, down below, leave me questions, leave me any assumptions, ask anything so I can give you better answers and content about Heroic Anthem before you begin. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. UTC, we will be streaming. It's a Wednesday. We always stream on Wednesdays. We'll do a little bit of Liver Wars Wednesday and answer all your doubts and questions. Come to the stream, ask questions, all your plans and everything. We haven't even touched yet on what things a leadership should be aware of. What the heck is War of Conquest? That just popped up a few days ago. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. We're going to make a couple of extra videos in the coming days. I believe Thursday will be another one with how the flow of war happens in this event. That way you're aware of what potential you'll be able to see on the map and so much more. For now, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. I appreciate every single one of you who dropped a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, left me feedback down below or questions or comments or anything along the way. And I'll see you all sooner rather than later. Take care and have a good one. Peace.